Okay, we are back again. I'm always so tempted just to let that song keep playing for a little bit because I just want to sing to it. Anyway, guys, again, go check out all information about the show and watch videos of what I'm doing this very second as I sit here on the microphone talking to you. Just go to www.thedonnashow.com and everything you need right there is at your fingertips for information. Now, we're flipping the show a little bit because I had something else planned, but then my sponsors decided to show up early, and I felt bad having them just sit around when I could chat to them right now. So, Robin and Eric Gagnon, We Sell Restaurants, how are you?
We are great.
Great. Well, the truth, Donna, is, we're hungry, and now that we've been listening to you for 20 minutes, we can't stay here anymore. We're going to go get something to eat. I'm starving now, even worse, before I got here. You
can't listen to Johnny Gabriel and listen to her talk about all of her amazing bakery items and not just get a sweet tooth going on. It's impossible.
Absolutely.
Can I tell you something before you guys get going? This is hilarious. Sidebar. Eric, I thought of you yesterday, I think it was, because I was putting some of the details for the show together today of the content, and I was going over Babette's Cafe, and that she's doing this Julia Child week. And the recipes on her menu for this week are straight out of, her book, Mastering the Art of French Cooking. And as I was looking at the actual recipes and dishes that she chose to have on the menu this week, I was going to tell the listeners what they were. And I realized very quickly I could not pronounce any of them. And I said, I am not even about to try to say all of these French words and botch them up completely. And I said, I'm going to have to get a tutorial from Eric Gagnon, whose first language is French. Yes. Believe it or not English. French is your first language. So I'm going to have to do that with you one day.
We will practice on it. We'll get you fluent.
Teach me how to say the foods in French, because I know what they are when I look at them, and I know what it means when I know what's going to come out at me, when it's presented, but I have no idea how to actually. It tastes
good. It looks good, but you just don't know how to say it.
Pronounce them properly. So I thought of you. Anyway, go ahead. What do we got on the menu for today?
Well, this week, Donna, we occasionally get emails and calls from folks, and they ask us to explain different things in the restaurant industry or terms that we throw around on the show that. They're like, what does this mean exactly? And this week, what came up was someone said, what do you mean when you call something an asset sale?
An asset sale.
Yes. Sale. And what's the difference between that and second generation space? So we're going to kind of tackle that topic so folks know what we're talking about.
When we talk about an asset sale, the main thing is really what you see is what you get, meaning the furniture, fixture, and equipment. There's no books of record. There's no financial record. There's no information that is available from a financial perspective. Maybe some verbal things, that's about it. So a lot of buyers call and say, well, do you have books and record? No, it's an asset sale. So what do you mean? Meaning, basically, we go do a physical tour of the place, and we have a list of assets, furniture, fixture, and equipment. Basically, the stove, the tables and chairs, knives, forks, plates, cups, POS system. That's what you're buying, and you're buying it at a price. So that's very different. And if you want something with books and records and everything, that is a going concern business. So very different. So that's what you're buying.
And very different in pricing too.
Yes.
Because asset sales, you'll see them advertised with us anywhere from $25,000 to $45,000.
Okay.
So you're just buying greatly discounted assets for 30-40 cents on the dollar. Based on what that original person, because it's like a car. The minute you drive it off the lot, it depreciates. The minute you install that restaurant equipment, it's not as valuable to the next person who's coming in.
I'm glad you said that. Some people might not know that.
Yeah, helps to kind of put it in line. And then we have this term that we also use called second generation space.
I remember that from another time that we talked a long time ago. Refresh my memory.
All right, second generation space. I mean, this has already been a restaurant before. Meaning
Makes sense.
Beg your pardon?
So that makes sense. Second generation space.
That's right. So a lot of the infrastructures are in place, meaning a grease trap, a hood, walk-in cooler, walk-in freezer, sufficient air conditioning, sufficient electric. Because a lot of people don't realize that restaurant needs more electric, more air conditioning, and that's very expensive if you have to retrofit. So second generation space means.
Were you trying to speak French?
I think so, Donna. That all this is already in place. So it's very important. You can save a lot of money. Thousands and thousands of dollars can be saved by looking at second generation space.
And we have both types of those listings on our website, as well as, regular. And one thing I want to point out about second generation space, there's no cost to that space to acquire And sometimes people are like, oh, good, because I don't have that much money. I'll just go in where someone else is operated, which is a good thing. But you have to remember that landlord is still going to offer a lease on the property. So he wants quite a bit of information. So someone who may go into a second generation space, you have to be thinking like, almost like you're buying a house. You're going to have to do an application. You're going to have to consent to a credit check. He's going to want a business plan or financial plan, personal and business tax returns, and he's going to want to know the background and experience. So sometimes folks are a little naive because they're like, I want to be in the restaurant business. I make a great chili, and that's why I want to be in the restaurant business, and I have $5,000 in the bank. Well, think about it. You still have to have deposits, first and last month's rent, deposits for all your utilities, buy the equipment. It's still an expensive undertaking. So many times you're better off just to buy something that's an asset sale because you can be in business tomorrow.
Huh. I didn't realize that was the back end reason of why you guys have spoken about so many other things before in the past of why you need a broker.
Exactly. And the last reason you need a broker is because sometimes you're just like, I have a great idea, but what I really need is to buy myself a job. I need cash flow. Mm-hmm. And in those situations, that's what's called a going concern. And we have some great listings out there right now. For example, we have a great pizza
I love
restaurant.
this part. I'm sorry, I do. I love it when you tell us some of the things that people can actually consider purchasing.
Everyone likes to just peek into the world and go, wait, I could do that because I have a pizza restaurant with a fabulous bar up in Gwinnett County. They're serving beer and wine now, wonderful pizza and pasta. It's on the market for $25,000.
That's
going concern.
In Gwinnett.
Yes. And to go to the other end of the spectrum, if you need cash flow, I have a restaurant, which is like fast casual, very simple, no alcohol, doing over $200,000 a year in profit, Donna. You can buy a nice house with that.
A lot of other things.
And you can buy that. Very simple operation, very steady. Been there 5 years. Great books of record. $599,000.
What area?
That is actually right there in the heart, like
right inside the perimeter.
Yeah, right inside the perimeter.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Great location. A+ location. Great lunch business. Very strong dinner business, which is very rare in town.
Nice.
So all these listings can be found on our website at WeSellRestaurants.com. You can also find information on our blog at WeSellRestaurants.com/blogspot. And you can also see all of the videos from this show uploaded on our website as well.
And countless other opportunities right now for you to buy restaurants, plus bars, plus nightclubs. And guys, not just in Atlanta, but all around the South.
That's right.
All around the South. Can't go wrong. All right, well, I will maybe see you guys next week.
We'll figure
that out, but you're coming back, and we will talk to you guys a little bit later on. As soon as we come back, we have got more trivia, more giveaways. There's been some other answers that have been emailed in. Every hour on the hour, 27 million pizzas are not the right answer. Glasses of wine, although that sounds nice, is not the right answer. Again, if you want the dinner to Sal Grosso, email me right now at thedonnashow.com. 27 million of what are consumed every hour on the hour around the whole world? We'll get that answer as soon as we come back right here on The Donna Show.